All right, so last week in math, we started talking about time again. And last week, let me look back, we did time to the half hour, which was all a review of stuff that we had done earlier in the year. All right, so today we're gonna be working on elapsed time. I have a worksheet that I'm going to do to kind of teach you through this. You do not have this sheet. Your page is similar to mine, but it's different. So don't copy mine because our sheets are different. It's just the same kind of work, okay? So I'm gonna teach you on my sheet, but then you need to do your sheet separately, okay? All right, so the first thing that we need to look at is we need to review a clock. So I'm just gonna pull this one up here. And we know that the shorthand is the hour and the longhand are the minutes. To take the hour, we look at the number that's on the clock. So the hour would be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. Minutes, we count by fives on the numbers. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then we start over again, 5, 10, and so forth. Okay, so that's kind of a review of what we did last week. All right, today we are going to, our first set of directions are going to say to circle the time passed, use the time schedule to answer some questions, okay? So I'm going to hold this up here and I'm going to flip this around so you can see it with me. Okay, so this is our piano practice schedule, and on Monday, we start at 3 o'clock and we finish at 3:30. And we need to know if the time passed has been 30 minutes. Were we practicing the piano for 30 minutes or were we practicing for 1 hour? Okay, how I would do it is I would look at my clock, okay, and it was at 3 o'clock. So we're gonna pretend the hands are right here at 3 o'clock, okay? And if we go down to 3:30, we would go from here, we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if we are at o'clock to 30, then it's gonna be 30 minutes. Okay, so the time passed is 30 minutes. The hour stays the same. It's hard for me to do this like this, but the hour stayed the same. The only thing that changed was the minutes, and it went by 30, okay? All right, let's look at the second one. The second one, we have 4:30 to 5. So were we practicing for 30 minutes or an hour? Well, if we look at our thing, does the hour stay the same? No, the hour changes. But so let's look at our minutes, okay? We're going from 30 to o'clock. So if we go back to our clock and look, we're gonna come back to this clock. We're gonna start down here at the 6 because that's 30 if it was 4:30. And we're gonna go by fives. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Even though the hour changed, it was still only 30 minutes of practice time, okay? And then the last one, on Friday, he practiced from 4:30 to 5:30, okay? This one, the hour changes and the minutes stay the same, which is gonna be our clue that it is 1 hour. And to check the clock, we could count on our clock as well. We could go back to our clock, and if we start at 4:30, which is down here, I'm sorry, my clocks don't have the right hands, but if we start at 4:30 and we count around to the next 30, it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And so if it's 60, it's gonna be another hour, okay? All right, let's look at our questions here. Which practice was longer? Was it longer on Wednesday, which was 30 minutes, or Friday, which was 1 hour? What's longer, 30 minutes or an hour? That's right, Friday was longer. 1 hour is a longer time to practice than 30 minutes. All right, which practice was shorter? Monday, 30 minutes, or Friday, 1 hour? Which one was shorter? Shorter means the least amount of time. So it's gonna be Monday. Monday was the shortest time because we only practiced for 30 minutes. Okay, down here, we're gonna have to draw hands to show elapsed time. Elapsed time just means that time has moved on. Okay, so what is this time here? Our hour hand, the short one is on the 7. The minute hand is on the 12, but we are not gonna write a 12 right here because when we're doing minutes, it's 7 o'clock. So we're gonna do 0, 0, Okay, that's where we're going to start. So 12 o'clock, okay? And then here, an hour later, so if it's 7 o'clock and we're going to go back around, it would be, that's right, 8 o'clock. 8 is the hour, and it's still o'clock. My writing is not very good like this, okay? Half hour. What does half hour mean again? Half hour is 30 minutes, okay? Half of an hour. Whole hour is 60 minutes. Half of an hour would be 30. All right, our time is 10 o'clock on here. Our shorthand's on the 10. Our longhand is on the 12, which means it's 10 o'clock. And then half an hour later, we'd have our shorthand still at the 10. And then it would be 30, 10, 30. Okay, all right, let's look at the back side. All right, this is just a review page. Okay, draw the shape that extends the pattern. Let me make sure that your page is like mine. Yours is not. So I am not going to do this back page because yours is not anything like this. Yours is still on time, okay? So the things that you need to know for today are elapsed time, which all we're going to be doing today is either 30 minutes or hours. So half of an hour or a whole hour. And being able to look at it on these type of clocks and being able to draw it on these type of clocks, okay? All right, boys and girls.